We never thought that God's work is only overseas.
No.
Like, that's never been a picture of what we thought would happen. We literally have looked at, in anything that we do that we feel is serving God's kingdom, we have felt like we look at what are our strengths and how do we approach that.
Probably we would say that about 2 years ago, we started just to feel a little unsettled in all the things that we were placing our identity in. We had a lot of good things we were a part of, but started really reading the Bible and asking ourselves kind of what is the ultimate thing that we should be focusing on and do our lives, like individually and together and as a family, do our lives reflect that? We felt that honestly, if we answered that,
the answer was no.
Yeah.
So we're going to Papua New Guinea, but specifically we're going to be going to Mccarthys. Mccarthys is a missions base where Wycliffe translators primarily kind of center themselves, and because of that there's a school, there's a lot of other stuff there, aviation center, but the school is where we're going to be working, and we're going to be teaching the kids of missionaries, expatriates that are in the area, and also quite a few national kids in the high school there.
We started looking into different missions that we could get involved with, and all throughout this process we were also volunteering and working with the youth group at our church, and we'd had a history of working with youth. We're both high school teachers, and things sort of fell into place that we wanted to work with missionary kids in Papua New Guinea because there's such a high need there. And we wanted just to share God's love with them because there's such a population of kids that they're there, they're tied into their parents' ministry, but they need someone to minister to them.
And obviously being teachers, there's a specific professional need for people, and we can do that here, you know, and work with kids that are here, and obviously there's a need for that, but not many people are willing to uproot themselves, uproot their families, do all that kind of stuff. And yeah, we wanted deeper dependence of God. We wanted to kind of deepen our faith. All of this is kind of coming out of that deeper desire to really follow Him.
Just in terms of us as a family, we've had to definitely process all the ways that this will affect our kids and what it's going to look like for them. And that is a constant, like, daily battle of looking at it and saying, do we want our kids to be comfortable?
Do you know what language you're going to be speaking when you're there?
Pidgin English.
Or are we wanting to teach them that biblical truths are kind of our paramount? Every day as we kind of wrestle with these things, we talk to each other about concerns for our kids, for their safety, and we seem to always, when we have the opportunity to kind of zoom out and see it in terms of a bigger kingdom perspective, and John's super good at helping me do this because I work more from my heart and from the emotions. We are reminded that really nothing matters unless we can teach our kids about God's kingdom and how that is the most important thing, to be putting our strength and our identity and our purpose and anchoring all of those things in that. Yeah, we want to pass that on to them and see what they do with that information in their lives so that they can do the good stuff that God's called them to do. Just really convicted that if we don't do this, there's not necessarily going to be someone else that's going to go and do it. They need so many teachers. And so why would we decide that we're not right for it?
We don't want it to be, yeah, like I'm this or I'm that. And I think that's why God pulled this out in the first place. He said, your identities are too firmly rooted in what you guys are doing here. And yeah, we don't want that for us. We don't want that for our kids. We don't want that for anyone. We want our identities to be solely rooted in Christ, and that's why we're going.